He had almost canceled that morning. After 3 years of emotional silence, 3 years of convincing himself that love had already passed through his life and never returned, Noah believed that today's blind date would end the same way others had. Small talk, forced smiles, and 2 people walking away with nothing to remember. But when he stepped into the quiet cafe in downtown Columbus, Ohio, and saw her sitting there, everything shifted. There was something different, something fragile yet courageous about the woman waiting at the corner table. Her name was Isabel, a graceful woman with tired eyes but a gentle presence. And beside her, holding a small toy fire truck, sat a boy no older than 6. Noah stopped mid-step, confused, uncertain. He had not been told there would be a child. Before the story continues, if you believe kindness, empathy, and second chances deserve a place in this world, then please like this video, comment your thoughts, share the message, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps bring forward more stories that remind people of hope. Noah slowly approached them. Isabel stood halfway to greet him, almost apologizing through her posture before any words could form. The boy, Owen, peeked up with curious eyes. Noah sat across from them, trying to understand the moment. Blind dates were already unpredictable, but this was different. He sensed that Isabel was bracing for rejection, maybe because most men would have walked away as soon as they realized the date came with something more than casual commitment. Noah wasn't sure why, but instead of stepping back, he leaned in and stayed. Their first moments were awkward, yet warm. Isabel revealed the truth without hesitation. She was a single mother, raising Owen alone since his father walked away 4 years earlier. She didn't explain much more than that. Noah didn't ask. He simply watched how she gently placed the child's snack on the table, how she helped him zip his jacket, how her hand rested protectively near him at all times. There was love in that motherhood, the kind of love that reshapes a person. Noah also carried his own scars, though he said nothing about them. After losing his younger sister Meredith in a car accident, love became distant. He stopped opening his heart. He stopped believing that anything new could bloom out of a broken past. But watching Isabel and Owen made him feel something he had buried, the desire to care again. As they sat together, the cafe's peaceful afternoon light settled around them. Owen occasionally interrupted, showing his toy, smiling at Noah, tapping the table. Noah didn't mind. He found himself laughing. He caught Isabel looking at him once, almost surprised that he wasn't annoyed. A quiet appreciation passed between them. For the next few weeks, they met again and again. Sometimes Isabel came alone, trying to give Noah space, but Noah noticed how her eyes would search the room for her son, as if part of her was missing when he wasn't there. So he began asking, "Bring him too." And she did. They went to small diners, parks, bookstores. Noah carried Owen on his shoulders. Owen giggled, loud, uninhibited, joyful. Isabel watched, stunned by how natural Noah was with him. Something began to change, not all at once but gradually, like frost melting beneath the early spring sun. But life does not unfold without resistance. Isabel struggled with self-worth. She still feared she was too much for any man. Too much responsibility, too much history. One evening she confessed that she almost didn't show up on the first date because she felt unfair showing up with her child. Noah listened, not judging, only holding her words gently. Noah's challenge was different. He was afraid of loss. He was afraid of opening his heart again, terrified that someone he loved could disappear the way Meredith did. He feared becoming attached, not just to Isabel, but to the boy who now called him No. That nickname always made him smile, yet it scared him too, because it hinted at belonging. Belonging was dangerous when life had already taught you how fragile it could be. One breezy October evening, Owen fell sick. Isabel panicked. She had no car that day. Hers was in the workshop being fixed. Noah rushed over, stayed through the night, drove them to the hospital, held Isabel's trembling hand while doctors ran tests. It wasn't serious, just a respiratory infection. But seeing her cry awakened something in him. She wasn't unbreakable. She was a mother doing everything she could, alone, scared, exhausted. That night, Noah stayed until Owen fell asleep. When Isabel said softly, "You didn't have to come," Noah whispered. "I wanted to." Days passed, healing followed, and the closeness deepened. They became something like a family, unofficial, fragile, unspoken. Yet the world around them noticed. Whispers among Isabel's co-workers, quiet judgment, questions like, "Is he really ready to raise another man's child?" And, "Shouldn't she find someone who wants just her?" Isabel sometimes internalized those doubts. One afternoon, she sat across from Noah with tears in her eyes. She tried to end things, not because she didn't love him, but because she feared being a burden. Noah's heart tightened, but he didn't let her walk away. He reminded her that love was not subtraction, it was multiplication. Loving her meant loving everything that came with her. Loving Owen wasn't a duty, it was a blessing. Months passed, and Christmas arrived with lights glowing through every window, families gathering, warmth filling the cold air. Noah decided to bring them to his family cabin in North Carolina, his sister's favorite Christmas place. They decorated the living room. Owen scattered glitter everywhere. Isabel sat beside the fireplace, quieter than usual, watching Noah teach Owen how to hang ornaments. Her heart was overflowing, yet trembling, afraid to imagine a life that might disappear. When they finished decorating, Owen came to Noah holding a small picture he had drawn. A stick figure woman, a stick figure man, and a small kid between them. Above the three figures he scribbled one word, us. Noah stared at it, frozen, moved in a way he hadn't expected. Isabel realized what was happening, tears forming. The boy wasn't asking for a father. He was claiming a connection that already existed. Noah kneeled, hugged him, and whispered something Isabel could not hear, but she knew it mattered. Later that night, snow began to fall, silent and graceful. Noah stepped outside with Isabel, letting the cold air kiss their faces. He did not propose in grand gestures. He did not rehearse words. He simply told her that life gave him one more chance to build something meaningful, and that he wanted to take it. He told her that love wasn't always loud. Sometimes it was steady. Sometimes it was simply staying when someone needed you most. They stood beneath winter skies, holding hands, breath visible in the air, lights glowing behind them where the child slept, trusting. Before this story reaches its ending, if this journey touched your heart, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who believes love can heal what life once broke. Their love didn't solve everything. Struggles still came. Financial setbacks, long work shifts, parenting frustrations, insecurities resurfacing. But through all of it, Noah never walked away. Isabel learned to trust again. Owen grew surrounded by warmth he never expected. In time, their living room displayed framed drawings. Laughter returned to corners once quiet, and three hearts that once lived with fear discovered that love will often show up in unexpected forms, as a woman brave enough to bring her child on a blind date, as a little boy holding a fire truck, and as a man who refused to leave. Before you go, comment below. Would you have stayed just like Noah did?